If you're the victim of debt collector harassment from AFNI, Lemberg Associates will fight for your rights to deliver the cash compensation you may be entitled to. We make lawbreakers pay. Abusive collectors are liable for up to $1,000 in damages plus court costs and attorney's fees. Reclaim your life, gain peace of mind, and stop law-breaking debt collectors in their tracks. AFNI Inc., formerly known as Anderson Financial Network, has been in business over 7 decades. Based in Bloomington, Illinois, the company apparently sends out notifications saying that consumers owe money to Verizon. It seems that AFNI purchased a sizable amount of uncollectible Verizon debts, many of which have passed the statute of limitations. Despite this, consumers report that the company continues to send out past due notifications. Unfortunately, many consumers do not know that after a certain amount of time, which varies from state to state, it is illegal to try and collect old debts. If you're being subjected to AFNI harassment or want to stop AFNI harassment calls, first take a deep breath. Then, when AFNI calls, ask for documentation of the debt in writing, even if you know the debt is yours to pay. If you request documentation, AFNI must not discuss the debt until you receive the documents and have had time to review them. In other words, AFNI harassment calls will stop. If they do not, it's important that you do not respond to additional calls until AFNI verifies the debt. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act states that within 5 days after your first contact, AFNI, or any debt collector, must send you a written notice detailing the amount of money you owe and the name of the creditor to whom the debt is owed. When you receive the documentation from AFNI, look over the paperwork carefully and make sure you are obligated to pay the debt. It very well could be that the debt is so old that the statute of limitations has run out. Even if you do owe the debt, send AFNI a letter within 30 days of receiving written notice stating that you do not owe the debt. It is then up to AFNI to send you proof that you owe the money. Until AFNI does, they cannot continue to try and collect the debt. Don't respond to any AFNI harassment calls. You will have effectively stopped AFNI calls in their tracks. If you believe that your rights under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act have been violated by a debt collector, be sure to speak with a dedicated attorney who can ensure that you understand your rights as well as the options available to you under the law. The legal team at Lemberg & Associates is committed to holding debt collectors accountable and will fight for your rights under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act.